Well, actually, I love this mood lighting, this light that goes
Mood
all over.
lighting,
Well, what else would you call it? It's mood
ambient
lighting.
lighting. But
It's
wait a
mood
minute, tell me
lighting.
more about this mood lighting that, I mean, you want me to put it in like a dark shade of
Oh, yeah,
red?
maybe the campfire
We'll do
thing.
the campfire. Oh,
You know what? These seats are comfortable. And I know they're perforated so that they can cool off, which
yeah.
I know is important, especially on hot days like today, but I rarely use the cool seats because it's an icky feeling.
What does it make you feel like you're
Well, it
doing?
makes you feel like you peed your pants or
It
something.
makes you feel like you peed your pants, right?
I just hate that
That's a new
feeling.
feature. It's called the peed your pants
Yeah, like if
feature.
you have shorts on and your legs get that cold, icky, I don't like it.
Welcome to another episode of Out of Spec Dave, where Out of Spec Mom just returned from 1 week down in Florida. And of course, I bought another car. So what she's going to be doing today is driving the new Model 3 rear-wheel drive, the LFP, for the first time. Now, interestingly enough, Kathy used to actually own a Model 3. She had a long range, white. She didn't like it because it was hard to get in and out of. It's very low. So she got a Model Y. And that was a couple of Model Ys ago, as a matter of fact. But, you know, interestingly, she's curious to see what all this fuss about the refresh is. You know, is it, oh, it's the new Highland model. Is it smoother? Is it quieter? Is the interior nicer and better? She hasn't really driven this car yet, although she's seen them in the past. So I'll be curious to hear her thoughts. So let's get into it and welcome Miss Kathy Connor, Out of Spec Mom, to our brand new Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive. All right, Kathy, so here it is. What do you think?
I think it's gorgeous. I love the refresh. I love the color that you chose. I think this stealth gray, is that what it's called?
Stealth gray, yeah.
With the black seats, I think suits you really nicely. The tires, the wheel covers all look great. What I particularly like is the back of the 3. I think this refresh, this design, saying Tesla across this little bit, these nice little rear lights look fantastic. I just think it looks super sharp and sleek, and I'm going to drive it now. How's that? Get in the passenger seat, Dave.
Uh-oh, here we go. All right, so I got to just make sure my seatbelt's doubly fastened here. You know,
It really does.
wait, let me check and make sure this thing's insured. I'm just kidding. You're a great driver. You really are.
Well, I don't know
So,
about that.
welcome to Bucky.
Yeah, I really like the name.
You do?
That was really nice.
That was actually a viewer said it, and I was like, done.
You love Bucky.
It
You
took
love
me a
Bucky.
couple days before I really thought about this. Now, you know, Paddington's still sitting in the back seat.
Well, I was very happy to see
And,
Pat.
and I want you to know, last night, I couldn't sleep because I was thinking about Bucky. And
Did you order beef jerky online?
no, I ordered a 10-inch or a 9-inch Bucky stuffed animal that on
Of course
eBay.
you did.
On eBay. And he's going to sit back there with
Maybe Paddington will
Paddington.
hold him.
Maybe Paddington
Maybe
will hold
so
him.
that we don't take up both seats.
I know that
in the
Kyle right
passenger
now
seat.
is like so upset that I'm talking about Bucky and
I know.
Paddington.
He just thinks we're ridiculous.
So look,
It's fine.
I just want to remind you of a couple of things about this car. Unlike the Model
Remind
Y,
me, this is a brand new car.
but just so you know that unlike your Model Y, which you just were down in Florida with, that has stalks and it,
Like in the last week, I've driven 3 cars because I had your X, which I drove for 2 months. And then I go to Florida and I get reacquainted with my Y.
right?
And now the X is gone. I come home a week later and now there's this in the driveway.
Yeah, well, what does that surprise you?
It's not. It's just like, it's a lot.
All I'm saying is that you don't have stalks on this car.
Well, I see that.
And you when you put it in gear, you got to do it like similar to the X.
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you?
But what was funny, and I told you this, but when I went back into my Y, I was confused. I forgot how to use the stalks. And then I'll tell you the other thing, I kept stepping on the brake and my door was not shutting.
Yeah.
And it didn't shut on
I
this
know.
side either.
I do miss that.
I actually thought it might because there's no stalks. I thought it might be the same little playbook.
Yeah.
But no.
Yeah.
That was nice.
So
Yeah,
overall, though, what do you think about just the interior on
the
this?
interior's really beautiful. Actually, I love this mood lighting, this light that goes
Mood
all
lighting.
over. Well, what else would you call it? It's mood lighting.
ambient lighting. But
It's
wait a
mood
minute.
lighting.
Tell me more about this mood lighting. I mean, you want me to put it in like a dark shade of red?
Then maybe the campfire.
We'll
Can
do
you
the
start-
campfire. Oh, should
It
have
is
bought
our
this.
anniversary weekend.
It is, yes. 35 years.
yeah.
I should have bought this car when it first came out. You know what I'm saying?
No.
All right. Well,
Anyway, I think this is a beautiful interior.
Yep.
I don't mind the cloth on the side.
Yeah.
I know the other one, the Performance,
Yes.
is it, has the Alcantara, but
yeah, and the
this
long
is
range as well. And that's nice. But
Yes,
I
it's
like,
nice.
see, to me, I like fewer materials in a car. Here we've got really 3 different colors. You have the aluminum, brushed aluminum, you have the cloth, and then you have the black, right?
I
Whereas,
see light gray, dark gray, black,
right, 3.
and then the mood lighting, green.
So, wait, I'm changing the mood lighting. Here we go. Lights,
Yeah,
mood lighting.
Green should
We're
be
going to
more
red.
this.
We're going to
yeah,
red.
Red is my least favorite color.
Oh, it is? What's your most favorite?
More like a purpley.
Purple?
Strung out little
Okay,
purpley.
purple.
That's
There we go,
pretty fun.
purple. Okay. All right, excellent. How you feeling?
Moody. I feel very moody.
So with the long range and the performance, you do have the Alcantara, but it introduces a 4th material in the car, which is fine, but whatever. So what I'd love for you to do is I'd love for you to just drive the car.
You sure?
Yes, not crash the car, drive the car, and see how you feel. I'd love to hear, is it smooth? Is it quiet? Is it this? Is it that? But it's going to take you a little bit before you develop an opinion. So in the meantime, we can talk a little bit about the X and the Y, and also,
Well, I will say this. While the X was really gorgeous, I mean,
Yeah.
absolutely beautiful, I had several complaints, just personal things that I didn't love, and that it was too big.
Mhm.
I was driving that every day as a commuter car, and it just felt so big. It's very wide for me. I mean, I know it's not a big F-150 pickup truck, but I was used to the Y, and it
Yeah.
felt much wider. The red was very pretty, but not my color of choice on that. But I'll tell you a practical thing, that I'm so much happier that you now have the 3, because it has proper sunshades. That was a big complaint. I was driving into the sun every morning on my way to work, and I was trying to play with those little X shades. And, I just found that to be clunky, and certainly didn't give me the coverage that I wanted with that beautiful, beautiful
Yeah.
windshield. Not knocking that at all. It's just, I'm just happy to have proper sunshades.
yeah. One thing I
That's all
also,
I'm going to drive.
okay. That's,
Oh, okay. So, I'm back to stock list. Don't have the Y, so I shall push that forward. I think it's already set.
it's already set.
That's what you do. It's just,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Look both ways.
Look, I'm going out the inn, I think.
No,
Am
you're
I?
good.
Oh, no, I'm not. This will be fun.
That was a Led Zeppelin album.
And you have to
In
tell
Through the
me-
Outdoors. You remember that
You
album?
have to tell me where to go, because I don't think you have the navigation
Just-
set. I know I'm turning left.
Just turn
here.
left here.
Okay.
Now turn left onto Route 23.
We have
All right, we're going to turn that off, right? We're going to see my mom.
Yep.
Before we go away on our European cruise, we're going to go take my mom out for an early dinner.
Yeah.
Looks like it's going to storm.
I know. Well, I won't be driving far if there's a massive downpour.
How do you like the car so far?
So far, it's great. At 1 mile an hour, it did phenomenally well.
You don't need to keep your
do
foot on the
like it.
brake because you have hold.
Okay. Well, yeah, that I get. Okay, so let's see if this baby has some juice. Oh, yeah. Wow. I didn't even go full send, as Kyle would say. That's great pickup. I like that.
Do you know that I
Feels
just
quick and zippy.
ran a 0 to 60 test on this car?
Is that where you were this morning?
Yeah. And the claim of 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds, I didn't believe it, because it feels faster than
It
that
feels-
number would say.
Light and nimble.
And at 36% state of charge, with a 95-degree temperature outside, battery pack between 37 and 39 degrees Celsius, the car did 5.8 seconds 0 to 60, and it felt fast to me. 0 to 60, 0 to 30 was 2.58 seconds, exactly
Wow.
half the speed of the Model X. So when you launch the Model X, it's crazy fast.
No, it was fast.
Right?
I know.
Crazy
It was
fast.
very fast.
And now you had, but is it necessary?
Well, I don't think this feels that much slower at the speed I just went than the Model X. This took off faster than I expected.
Yeah,
it
because
to.
if you peg the Model X, it's going to throw you back, and you're really going to
I
feel a
never
little
pegged
nauseous.
it, but I went.
Right.
Yeah.
So if that's what you like to do, get the Model X Plaid or get the Model S Plaid. They're crazy fast. To me, don't overbuy. The long range is plenty. Even in this car, the long range is 0 to 60 in 4.2. But I'm not complaining about the speed in this car. And it's interesting to hear you say the same thing.
Well, that's always my gauge on how much I like a car. Can I get out of a situation quickly?
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to see, because I'm not going on a ramp to a major highway like, 95. I wanted to see if I needed to.
Right.
Is there juice? There's plenty of juice.
Now, forget about numbers. Let's just talk about feel. You have a Model Y now,
Yeah.
long range,
Yeah.
with acceleration boost.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what's weird? I felt like this was faster. Is that possible?
I don't think it's possible.
I don't know. I just felt
But
like
perception-wise, what you're feeling is
this went fast, Dave, faster than I anticipated it to go.
right. You know, what I was going to say before, when you were taking off, is one thing that I did not expect or I did not remember was, in the Model X, you have that giant windshield, but then right above your head, it stops. And in this car, you've got glass all the way to the back of the car, and it's a light, bright, open feeling, as opposed to the X, which even though you have that giant windshield, it feels behind you very closed in.
The back windshield has plenty of view. That's pretty big.
Yeah.
And do I turn here?
We can, but let's go straight.
Okay.
Here we are in Congress. We're heading over to New City. I want you to feel it on the highway, and I want you to comment about road noise, because you just came out of your Model Y, and ride as well, because
Okay, let me go up the road a little bit more. I already have sort of formed an initial opinion, but maybe I'm not ready to say. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. I'll stick to this and do that. I also do, I don't know if I want to say I like it, but I understand the stocklessness now of the whole system.
stocklessness.
Stocklessness.
Wow.
That
That reminds me of the Loch Ness Monster for some reason. I don't know why.
the stocklessness.
Have you been to Scotland lately? You're really good at hitting bumps, by the way. Do you not avoid bumps? Yeah, I mean,
This is how our test drives
you're
go.
hitting every bump possible.
Can I help that there were bumps on the road? I'm going to let this guy get out a little bit in front of me.
Okay.
Because he's going pretty slow.
All right.
I'll pass these pedestrians as to not hit them.
Pedestrians.
And then I shall go. Oh, hear the noise? Oh my gosh, that feels great. Very smooth.
This only has one motor, not two.
I felt like my Model Y is louder than this.
It is louder. Now let's break that down. Louder in terms of the whine, because you also have a front motor, or louder because of the wind,
cabin noise.
the wind noise, or tire noise?
Cabin noise.
Rivian, Amazon, yeah, baby. All right. So cabin noise, quieter here.
I believe so. I believe this sounds a lot quieter.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I just had my Model Y out a couple days ago down in Florida, and I got on the highway, and it sort of struck me. I said, why does my car feel so loud? But that's because I just come out of the X, which
The X is very
quiet, very quiet. And I never used to think the Y sounded loud, and people used to comment and say, no, it's a pretty loud car. And I'm like, no, it's not. I don't think it's loud. But then I drove the X. Then I got back into the Y, and I noticed a big difference. But I don't think this is as loud as my Y. This sounds pretty darn.
Yeah, I mean, look, Dave, this is an evolution of the Model 3, which is just a proven car. They also have added double pane glass, not only in the front windows, but the side, in the rear as well.
Oh, maybe that's the difference.
The X had that.
Am I turning left?
You're going to go straight. You're going to go straight here. You're going to go up another mile, and then you'll turn left. Regen feels normal. everything else feels.
Yeah, everything else, look, it's Tesla. It's sort of like you're always at home base, right? With just some minor adjustments. So if you're not used to the stocklessness of this, that's a slight learning curve because I had to learn that for the Model X. I've gotten used to it. I will say a big improvement now is the horn. As soft as it is, at least it's in the middle.
Yeah.
Why is it so soft?
It's actually not a horn. It's a speaker with a recording. So you can play all different sounds.
I want the loudest sound possible if I'm in a situation.
It's loud outside the car.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Oh,
It's just this cabin is so well insulated, it sounds muffled. Isn't that amazing?
That shows how quiet the car must be then.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, proof of my point.
You're going to turn left up here.
Okay, yeah, I see where I am.
Okay.
Yes,
And it's starting to rain.
I see that. So I know that if I push the stockless button, I will have my windshield wipers. And then I have to hit my stockless
Left.
directional. And I go, and the video camera comes up, which I really like. I like that very much.
Yeah.
I think
Now,
I'll just wait.
one of the things that you have not noticed, because we haven't been on a 2-lane highway.
Can I just do that? Yeah.
One of the things you haven't noticed that in right up here where the tweeter speakers are.
I saw it when I was a passenger before.
How do you feel about you saw what?
It's important. The little red light that comes on indicating someone is in your blind spot, so maybe you shouldn't go into their lane.
Right.
And you also have it here on this camera on the center screen, and the big red line comes up. So those are great safety issues that I've often said Tesla needs to do more. The one thing they haven't taken my advice on is there's still no handle, like the uh-oh handle over there.
Yeah.
I don't know why that's so hard. Just
Right.
put one in.
Right. I know.
I think that would be
Dr. Davies Farm.
just
Oh, they're
fine.
all getting wet over there.
Yeah, it's like hotter here than Florida, which is crazy. It's hotter.
Yeah, everybody
in New
says,
York.
"Why do you go to Florida for the summer?" And you say to cool down, right?
I mean, it is hot up here.
It is.
today.
We've had a little bit of a heat wave. So, all right. So now punch it here.
Well, the road's wet. I don't really like to do that there, but there I go. It is smooth, and this
And
is
bring it up a little
I
faster.
really don't want to, Dave. Not when it rains. Sorry, not going to do it.
Okay. But listen to the sound is quiet.
Sounds great. And I also know we were just listening to the stereo system before, and
Yes.
I think it is more than adequate.
Yeah.
I think it's well balanced and
Yeah.
not distorted.
I mean, it's
great.
not like you're
Am I
going to get.
straight or am I
You're going to go straight.
Okay.
You're going to go straight.
You would think after almost like 42 years, I would know where his mother lives. Well, you take a different way every time we come.
Okay. All right. So you're feeling overall.
Very positive about this. Very positive. The screen, beautiful. The same. Time for me to go. Look both ways. No, it's very you know what? These seats are comfortable. And I know they're perforated so that they can cool off, which
Yeah.
I know is important, especially on hot days like today, but I rarely use the cool seats because it's an icky feeling.
What does it make you feel like you're doing?
You peed your pants or
It makes you feel like you peed your pants.
I just hate
That's a
feeling.
new feature. It's called the peed your pants
Yeah, like
feature.
if you have shorts on and your legs get that cold, icky, I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. But, good for you. You wanted it. You brought it.
Yeah.
It's still
Yeah.
straight.
No, turn right
I
here.
thought so.
Oh my goodness.
Well, honey,
It's okay. It's okay.
I know.
So 42 years.
It is very rarely that I actually drive myself, too.
All right.
You're always my
Well, listen, let's finish this video. You're going to spend a lot more time with this vehicle.
Sure am.
Bucky is happy with your review. I think he feels like
Listen,
you like him.
I'm very pleased with this, and I think it was a good trade out of the X and into this. I just think it's more practical for us. We don't need anything so big. I don't know. I sort of like it. For me as an everyday daily driver,
Just go straight here,
okay.
if you know.
It's not the best, and I remember that when every time you've had a 3, I sometimes have a little trouble getting out of the car. It seems a little low to the ground for me, but I that's why I always want a little SUV. That's why I like the Y. You know, I like the higher cars. But for you and for us together, I mean, this is just super sweet. I say congratulations. This is really, really nice.
Thank you. I really love it. I really love it.
The outside's beautiful.
You know, it's interesting. A lot of people are like, Dave, why did you get rid of a Model X Plaid and into the base rear-wheel drive 3?
Because my wife said it was too big.
And also, there may be an upcoming reallocation of assets that we're not going to talk about here, and you're not even going to comment on. But let's just say that once you're going to go left here.
Okay. Just wanted to fix that.
Once we figure out,
Am I good?
yep, we're good. Once the full picture of what we're doing comes to fruition, I think you'll all understand. So anyway, with that, thanks again for watching another episode of Out of Spec Dave.
Thank you for letting me test drive Bucky.
You're very welcome.
Really like it. It gets 2 thumbs up.
Thank you so much. All right. Anyway, turn left here.
Okay.
Thanks again. Everyone, take care. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.